For over 2 decades, the mid-size SUV segment has been trapped in a relentless, suffocating cycle of compromise, forcing buyers to choose between a rugged body-on-frame off-roader that rides like a wooden wagon or a comfortable unibody crossover that folds the moment it sees a patch of deep mud. But the era of choosing between brutal capability and daily refinement is officially dead, and the company that just killed it is the undisputed king of global reliability. The 2027 Toyota Fortuner is not just a mid-cycle refresh. It is a ground-up, multi-million-dollar resurrection that takes everything you thought you knew about the nameplate and shatters it into a million pieces. We are talking about a vehicle that seamlessly blends the bulletproof, go-anywhere DNA of a Land Cruiser with the cutting-edge, whisper-quiet luxury of a premium executive SUV, all while introducing a hybrid powertrain that completely rewrites the rules of torque, efficiency, and towing. If you thought the Ford Everest or the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport had this segment figured out, you are about to be brutally reminded why Toyota never plays by anyone else's rules. Welcome to my channel, where we dive deep into the world of cars, uncovering power, performance, and the stories behind every machine. If you love bold reveals, hidden details, and real automotive insights, make sure you're subscribed. To truly understand the monumental magnitude of what Toyota has engineered for 2027, we have to look at the fierce, unforgiving battlefield of the global mid-size SUV market. For years, the Fortuner was the undisputed workhorse, the vehicle of choice for NGOs, mining companies, and adventurers who needed a machine that could survive the end of the world. But as the years rolled on, rivals like the Ford Everest and the Isuzu MU-X started creeping closer, offering slightly better on-road manners and fancier infotainment screens, slowly eating into Toyota's dominant market share. Toyota watched this shift with their trademark, calculating silence. They didn't rush a mediocre update to the showroom floor. Instead, they locked themselves in their technical centers and completely rethought the architecture. The result is a vehicle built on a heavily fortified, next-generation ladder frame chassis that utilizes ultra-high tensile steel, reducing overall weight by nearly 80 kilograms while increasing torsional rigidity by a massive 22%. Let us talk about the visual impact, because when this machine pulls up to your house, it is going to command absolute, unquestioned respect. Toyota's design team has completely abandoned the overly utilitarian, boxy proportions of the past, replacing them with a striking, aggressive new design language they call rugged elegance. The front fascia is dominated by a massive, deeply sculpted grille that draws heavy inspiration from the latest Land Cruiser 300 series, featuring an intricate mesh pattern finished in matte black, flanked by razor-sharp, ultra-slim LED matrix headlights. These aren't just for show, they feature adaptive high-beam technology that can selectively mask out oncoming traffic while keeping the high beams fully illuminated, projecting a brilliant, daylight-like beam up to 400 meters down a pitch-black trail. The hood features dramatic, muscular power bulges that not only house the necessary clearance for the massive new engine bay, but also give the Fortuner a predatory, coiled spring stance. Moving to the side profile, the wheel arches have been significantly flared, accommodating massive new 18 and 20-inch alloy wheels wrapped in thick, all-terrain rubber. The beltline has been raised slightly, and the glasshouse has been sleekly tapered, giving the SUV a dynamic, forward-leaning posture that looks incredibly fast even when it is parked. At the rear, the transformation continues with a full-width, sequential LED taillight bar that stretches across the tailgate, creating a wide-planted and unmistakably modern signature that will leave the taillights of the Ford Everest looking dated and uninspired. But a bold exterior is just the wrapping paper. The real revolution, the engineering marvel that is going to make the entire automotive press lose their minds, lies beneath the hood. For years, the Fortuner was powered by a traditional, albeit reliable, turbo-diesel engine that felt sluggish off the line and drank fuel like a V8 sports car. For 2027, Toyota is completely flipping the script by introducing their highly advanced next-generation hybrid powertrain directly into the Fortuner lineup. The flagship model will feature a heavily reworked 2.8-liter turbo diesel engine paired with a powerful electric motor integrated directly into the transmission bell housing. This is not a mild hybrid system designed just to cheat emissions tests. This is a full, parallel hybrid setup that delivers a staggering combined output of 285 horsepower and a mind-blowing 600 Newton-meters of torque. Let that number sink in. 600 Newton-meters of torque, available from a mere 1,600 RPM. This means when you mash the throttle, the electric motor provides instantaneous, neck-snapping acceleration, completely eliminating the turbo lag that plagued previous generations. You will merge onto highways, overtake slow-moving traffic, and climb steep, muddy inclines with a relentless, effortless surge of power that makes the Fortuner feel like a vehicle half its size. Now, you might be thinking that all this hybrid technology and on-road refinement must have come at the cost of off-road capability. You would be dead wrong. Toyota knows that the Fortuner badge carries a sacred promise of indestructibility, and for 2027, they have doubled down on its off-road prowess. The new chassis features an electronically controlled, part-time four-wheel drive system with a robust, heavy-duty transfer case that offers a lightning-fast shift from 2 high to 4 high at speeds up to 100 kilometers per hour. But the real magic happens when the pavement ends. The 2027 Fortuner is equipped with Toyota's legendary active traction control, which uses the ABS brakes to simulate the effect of locking differentials, sending power to the wheels with the most grip. On the higher trims, you get a genuine mechanical rear differential locker, operated by a simple tactile dial on the center console. The suspension geometry has been completely overhauled, featuring revised upper and lower control arms that increase the wheel articulation by a massive 40 millimeters, allowing the tires to maintain contact with the ground over deep ruts and jagged rocks. Ground clearance has been bumped up to an impressive 235 millimeters, and the approach and departure angles have been optimized by redesigning the front and rear bumpers to feature integrated, heavy-duty skid plates. Add in the multi-terrain select system with dedicated modes for mud and sand, rock, and snow, along with the incredibly useful crawl control that acts like an off-road cruise control, and the 2027 Fortuner is not just surviving the wilderness, it is absolutely dominating it. Step inside the cabin of the 2027 Fortuner and prepare to have your expectations completely shattered. If you thought previous Fortuners felt a bit too basic, a bit too utilitarian, that era is over. Toyota has taken direct, unapologetic aim at the premium European SUVs, and they have nailed the landing. The dashboard is a sweeping, architectural masterpiece, wrapped in soft-touch, synthetic leather with genuine, open-pore wood accents, and brushed aluminum trim pieces that feel cool and substantial to the touch. The centerpiece of this technological renaissance is a massive, floating 12.3-inch, high-definition infotainment touchscreen that dominates the center stack. This isn't a laggy, frustrating system. It is powered by a next-generation processor that responds instantly to your touch, featuring keyless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and a highly intuitive, customizable home screen. Behind the steering wheel, a fully digital, 12.3-inch instrument cluster provides the driver with all critical information, featuring highly customizable graphics that can display everything from traditional gauges to detailed off-road, pitch and roll angles, hybrid power flow, and advanced navigation mapping. But just when you think Toyota has revealed all its cards, they drop the ultimate twist, the hidden detail that is going to make every competitor's pricing strategy look completely absurd. You would expect a vehicle with this level of advanced hybrid engineering, luxury interior materials, and cutting-edge safety technology to carry a massive price premium, pushing it deep into the territory of the much larger, more expensive Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. But Toyota is playing a completely different, highly aggressive game. Industry insiders and supply chain leaks suggest that the 2027 Fortuner will be priced to completely undercut the Ford Everest and the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport, with the base models starting at an astonishingly accessible $42,000 and the fully loaded, hybrid-powered flagship trims capping out at a highly reasonable $58,000. Let that sink in. You are getting a 285 horsepower, hybrid-powered, body-on-frame off-road monster with a luxury interior and a massive tech suite for less than the cost of a mid-spec, unibody crossover from a European rival. This is not just a competitive price. This is a market-shattering value proposition that completely invalidates the premium pricing of its direct competitors. By leveraging their massive global manufacturing scale and vertically integrating the production of their hybrid battery components, Toyota has achieved a level of cost efficiency that Western and Korean automakers simply cannot match, passing those massive savings directly to the consumer. So, here is my bold, unfiltered, and absolute take on the situation. The 2027 Toyota Fortuner is not just an update. It is a masterclass in automotive engineering and market strategy. Toyota looked at the midsize SUV segment, realized that buyers were tired of choosing between a bouncy, uncomfortable off-roader and a soft, fragile crossover, and they engineered a brilliant solution that gives you the absolute best of both worlds. They have lightened the frame, introduced a mind-blowing 600 Nm hybrid powertrain that mimics the torque of a heavy-duty diesel, completely revolutionized the interior to rival premium luxury SUVs, and priced it so aggressively that the competition has absolutely no answer. This is the ultimate do-it-all family vehicle that can comfortably school run on Monday, valet park at a 5-star hotel on Friday, and absolutely conquer a muddy, remote mountain trail on Sunday. It is the definitive answer to what a modern, body-on-frame SUV should be. I want to know exactly where you stand on this massive evolution. When you look at the combination of the 285 horsepower hybrid powertrain, the luxurious new interior, the mechanical rear locker, and that jaw-dropping, segment-destroying price tag, what is your immediate reaction? Are you finally ready to abandon the Ford Everest and make the switch to Toyota? Or do you think the traditional, non-hybrid diesel still holds the crown for extreme remote area reliability? Drop your raw, unfiltered thoughts in the comments below, because I read every single one, and I genuinely want to know which specific upgrade matters most to your purchasing decision. Let the debate begin in the comments, because your perspective shapes the future of this channel. Cars Now to Auto Insights. If you want early access to the latest car reveals, leaks, and performance breakdowns before everyone else. Thanks for watching. See you in the next drive.